September school board meeting to order. First we'll have a moment of silence. And we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Hagerman, will you lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So next we have public comments. Do we have anyone here who wants to address the board? Not on the agenda.
I do. I would like to, Madam Chairman.
Okay.
You may do that now?
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to, I guess, get some clarification from the board as to, if the board recalls back in October of '23, my mother's company bid on the paving project here as a lump sum, meaning that that company would provide the asphalt and the labor equipment to pave the 4 elementary middle schools. That bid at the time was $598,511 with a option E of $132,733 for a total of $731,244. That was when the board was considering doing the work to the canopy at Hurley Middle School. Since then, because of the cost of that, I think the board decided, hey, we can drive through the front of the school, as Sherry said, and save that cost and just pave the parking lots themselves. Option E on that, which was $132,733, was to pave the parking lot across from Hurley Middle School. That's the only parking lot in the county and the only school in the county that is parking in a gravel parking lot that we have here in Buchanan County. We accessed that parking lot through a bridge that the company that I owned at the time built free of charge to the school system, as you remember. And since then, and that's been 12 years ago, and that parking lot's still not been paved. And again, Hurley Middle School, my district that I serve, is the only school that has a gravel parking lot. So the reason we broke the bids down the way we did at the time was the school system verifying as a supervisor what funding was available. There was around $602,000 available in October of 2023. So what we did was A through D totaled $598,511. And we were asking the board in October to do a motion for that $598,511, which you all had at the time, and also item E, contingent upon getting money from the Board of Supervisors for the $132,733. As you know, when the paving was talked about in our board meeting, the Board of Supervisors said, hey, you've got a little over $600,000. Get the numbers, what you need, come back, and we'll give you the rest of it. So that was in late 2023. My bid, or our bid at the time, was turned down in October, and the board changed it to asking contractors to provide an amount to put the asphalt down per ton, which is what we did earlier this year. Take-home was the low bid at $89 a ton. The closest bid to us was $250 a ton, so there was a significant difference there, and that was you all providing the asphalt, which was around $110 a ton. So there should have been $602,000 cash in hand with the school board. That fiscal year passed 23-24. So this year, after the fiscal year of June 30th had passed, I think Sherry and Cheryl maybe came and asked for $287,000, which was money from 2 fiscal years ago that we should have asked for, or the board should have asked for in October of 23. You all failed to do so simply because you turned the bid down and was waiting until later on in the year to get the money. So since then, you all came to the board meeting. They didn't want to give you the $287,000 simply because it was 2 fiscal years ago. Number one, Craig Horn made some comments to that effect, and then, I guess I took it as a personal insult. My mother owning the construction company, I felt like the board, maybe it was a slap of the face to me. So when we went in the hall, most of y'all know me, I'm a little hot-headed. I got a little ugly with some of the supervisors, and the response from 5 of the other 6 board members was this board had money to do the paving. There's $27 million in state funding that can be used to upgrade our schools, and I've been told that was only to be used for the new school. The confusion on the Board of Supervisors is the Corps of Engineers is paying for the new school 100%. And there was a question on how do we change an amount of $75 million and add $27 million to it without going back out for bid. And I said, that's not my concern. I don't really care about that at this point. My point is that we've got Twin Valley up here, as David made the motion, need to be done first because a lady fell and broke her leg. Hurley Middle School has a paved parking lot around the school, which is 10% at best of its, it's just deteriorated. Riverview in bad shape. Hurley Middle School has a gravel parking lot. I'm not interested in what y'all are doing with the new school. That's a separate issue. Y'all know how I feel on that. That's not what I'm here for tonight. I don't care what you spend of the $27 million as far as what you put toward the new school. What I'm telling you as a supervisor is we need to pave our middle school parking lots. We've had a lady break her leg. We've got little children at Hurley walking through the gravel on a bridge that was built for free to get over to it. If you take the canopy off, you're going to need probably over $500,000 material and labor to do these 4 parking lots. That's about $20,000 over at council. We estimated Riverview at about $100,000, somewhere through there, somewhere around $100,000. It was $98,990. Council a little over $18,000, and then of course Twin Valley, you're looking at a couple $100,000 worth of work. That and Hurley Middle School's in bad shape. So my question here tonight is the Board of Supervisors was very clear that night, and I didn't get into y'all's budget and haven't took the time. I lost a family member last week, and so the last month and a half, 2 months has been pretty tough on myself and my family. But it's my understanding from the board and our staff that you all have money to do this paving, and that from what we can understand, you can even use some of the $27 million because the Corps is simply paying for the total bill at Southern Gap. So I guess my question here as a supervisor is, do we have money here to do these projects? I'm not here for my mother tonight or that company. I'm asking, is there money there? There should be. That's what our financial people's telling us.
Right, you said $75 million. Did I hear you right say the Corps was spending $75 million?
The bids that you all put out for the school was to tell us what kind of school you can build for $75 million. You actually
But they got 92
you got
from the Corps, is that right?
million. You have $92 million, yes.
Are you asking us that the $27 million that we got from the state, can we use that, some of that money to pave that parking lot?
That was what I was told. In addition, that's what the supervisors and some of our staff told me that night when I was aggravated, thinking it was a slap in the face to me. That the $27 million could be accessed for that. In addition to, there was money in other accounts that needed to, construction accounts and other accounts you all have to do the paving. So I'm not here on behalf of Takeover tonight. I'm here as a supervisor saying, why are we not fixing these middle school parking lots and letting them get in the shape they're in?
Angie, did you say we can't spend the $27 million? I mean, it's part of that.
I didn't say that, Sherry.
Who-
I did,
Oh.
because that's a VDOE grant that was written for new construction. Laura Lee's back there, she can tell you, she's the one that wrote that grant. It can't be used for.
So let me ask you this, and I'm sure they're going to spend all the money they can at Southern Gap. I'm sure of that. So if there's anything left over, can it be spent on paving parking lots or whatever? Or are you saying it still can't,
Well, I think Hurley-
or do we turn the money back over to
I
them?
think Hurley High is gonna have to be torn down.
Huh?
I think Hurley High is gonna have to be torn down.
That's Hurley Middle School.
Well, we're talking about Hurley Middle School.
Oh,
Well, Trey, let me ask you this as a supervisor. I know that last year, the casino, it was supposed to, we get funds from 7, and ours was near 600,000 or something.
Mhm.
And it says it's supposed to go towards schools, but ours, I'm sure, just is thrown into what we asked for from the county. Can we use that next time, or
I
what?
think, I'm not sure what we used that money for this year, but I will tell you this. I asked about the $600,000 you already had in place. There was and I had to miss last meeting simply because of death in the family. I had a funeral that night. I came down, signed my bills, and left. Your all staff come to our meeting, and we had a public hearing to give you $1.8 million. 1.2 or 1.3 of that was state money, correct? The other,
You're talking about last year's money.
last
right?
month, yes, the rollover money you just got.
Oh.
Now, that 600,000 was in that number, 500 and some of it was, but the request was, we would like to use it for hiring some more aides, is that correct?
That was only $293,205.
How much?
For $293,205 is what was left from what money they gave us.
That's the rollover money,
That's
right?
the rollover money. Mhm.
Well, I guess my question is, what happened to the $602,000 that was in place for the payment in October of '23?
There wasn't 600 some thousand, and they, Cheryl, from the previous year, when we went, we asked for 1.817,031.90. They gave us the 1.5 million and said, and that's when it was stated, that left 287,000. And they said, when you get bids for payment, you can come back and we would talk about, they didn't say they was gonna get it, and it wasn't in a motion. And so that was 287,000, but we didn't get that money.
Okay,
So, but last year, so when we went last year, you know, I've got my things here, we were asking for 1.817, and the carryover would have been the 287, and we
That was
didn't
2
get it.
fiscal years ago.
Now, is that encumbered
That's-
money or not encumbered money?
The 287,
If I may,
No, the 1 point,
that was our budget last year when we went, that was what would have been carried over, because that
what
would
was the
have taken the 5%.
what was the carryover money this time?
This time was, we got the 293,205.09. And we
That's all we asked for was $300,000.
That was our carryover. No, when we went, it was the 1.8, but all-in tutoring was 1.3. Then grants that we had was 50,000, and 80,000, that was 2 grants. So after you deducted all of that, it was $293,205.09.
So what you're saying is of the 1.8 that we asked for, all but 280-some thousand was encumbered, right?
Yes, sir.
okay.
if I
Why
may,
did we
one sec-
take bids on this then? If
if
we
I
didn't
may-
have the money?
Well, I'm not sure there's much, I mean, I'm glad you came before the
Yeah.
board, but I'm not sure there's much more the board can do.
Well, the
I mean,
bid
we've
said,
already-
Tommy, pending
Pending, yes.
Board approval?
But,
supervisor
Well,
approval.
board-
Funds.
Funding.
Okay.
and if the
Yeah,
supervisors
yeah,
are communicating
supervisors.
back to the administration that there's adequate funding, then it's up to the administration to
Yeah.
see if there is
I will-
or not. And, you know, so, I mean, there's not much, I mean, you could continue to talk.
I will say
But
this, 2
there-
fiscal.
we can't have another vote. I mean,
No.
what are we gonna vote on? We've already voted to do the project, right?
Yeah,
2 fiscal years
Okay.
ago, 2 fiscal years ago, when y'all asked for your rollover money, you got the full amount. And I don't have that number in front of me. Later, I think a month later, maybe 6 weeks later, is when you all just figured that you had 287 more that you need to ask for. That was where the 600 was in the original money and the 287 need to be requested separately. You had already requested your rollover money and then said, hey, I think the treasurer's office had worked with Cheryl and said, okay, we've got $287 more thousand we need to ask for. And you didn't come back and ask for that. That's where the 602,000 come in. That's been verified by Trish Roll and our staff. That's where we're at. That's the confusion I
We didn't
have.
have 600,000. Cheryl, can you?
No, and any money that we had in 23, 24 ended in June the 30th of this year. You know, there's, that money is just, you don't have it anymore.
So you're saying there's zero money in your all's budget anywhere, anyhow, to
So if
put
you
towards
want to
this
come back
payment?
and meet with Sherry and Ms. Tester and do specific budget stuff, that might answer some of your questions if you want to,
That'd be
do
fine.
that.
We'll do that. I just want to bring it in
All
front of the board. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Chris, and VMDO, your turn.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity to be here and present an update on the new Southern Gap High School project. Go Eagles. Had to say that. I'm here to present a brief update on some of the things we are making progress on. We also have our design build partners with Branch Builds and VMDO online virtually. They're going to do a presentation as well. But I'll start off with the progress on the site is going well. The contractor fell behind a little bit because of some equipment issues, but they're making up time. If you have been by Southern Gap or lived there, you probably see they're working in the late afternoons, the evenings, on Saturdays, and so they are making up time and making good progress. So that's going well. And our goal is to, of course, try to get a building pad ready here soon so we can start some of the foundation work and start seeing some structure going up. While that work is ongoing, we have still continued to work on furniture and equipment planning. There's meetings as even last few days about trying to make some final decisions on that. We've been meeting about scoreboards for the athletic facilities, the football stadium, the gym, baseball, softball, and soccer. So have a lot of discussions with some of the principals and administration on what the scoreboards are going to look like. And then yesterday we received the what we call the 100% design documents from the architects. So those are under review. They are going in for permit review for the building and the rest of the site work. So once we have those permits in place, we can start working on the rest of the building package. So with that, we do have VMDO online that's going to present a presentation on the current design to give you an idea where they're at and what it looks like. And then they have a separate presentation to give an update on the CTE student design build projects that they've been working on with the CTE students, which is pretty exciting. And I think Mr. Hagerman's been a part of that as well, so you'll get to hear from him some tonight too. So with that, I think I'm turning it over to maybe Brady Scott. Is that
Yes,
right, Brady?
sir.
All right, Brady, you're up.
Yes, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Good to be with you again tonight. The design build team is proud and excited to present, we've wrapped up design documents, as Curtis has said, and that's been a long, hard process for us and rewarding at the same time. We've done a lot of detail work, a lot of planning ahead, and we find it really healthy at this point in the design process to pause and look back at how we've arrived at the design that we have. So hope to do that a little bit tonight and to preview some of our design documents. It's good to see Johnny Hagerman and Kayla Cantrell, who've been super gracious hosts and collaborators to us here in the audience with us tonight. But I will start us off here with just a brief reminder of the high school design and then pass it to my colleague Drew Fleming, who will talk more about the CTE student collaboration projects that we're engaged in. So to kick us off, as Curtis mentioned, and we also have Mike Howdy-Shell with Branch Builds on the line here. There is site work going on site, which is always exciting to see. We're thrilled that the project is underway and that there's dirt being moved and large boulders being collected, as you can see. This is a site plan of the high school complex, and as you perhaps recall from previous conversations, we've got our athletics complex off to the page left, cardinal direction south, and then our main school building on the north end of the site here, which we'll zoom into now. So like I said, I think it's healthy at this point in the design process. We can show you construction documents all day, and we're happy to do that, and we're going to have a page turn meeting with some folks tomorrow involved in the project, but wanted to pause and just kind of remind everybody where we've arrived at this kind of layout and this design. And so with our long site up on Rough Grass Lane that many of you are familiar with, we started by kind of stretching a long volume out here, expanding that and thickening it for some programmatic space, anchoring that center kink with a lobby dining volume that is the main entrance and student gathering place, overlapping that spine with some larger program masses for classrooms, gym, theater spaces, projecting a few key moments in the building to highlight main program spaces like the theater and the library, and then capping those programmatic volumes with shells to kind of cover and tectonically make a difference with the language of the main spine stretched element. So that's just a brief reminder of kind of where we've landed with the design and how we've arrived at the spot we're at now. Materially, you'll recall that we've got kind of two languages going on. Here highlighted in yellow, we've taken inspiration from both two different kinds of elements that we found back in your backyard, with the spine itself being represented as sort of the mountain, taking language from the striations and layering of stone and coal and layers of earth. And then the highlighted yellow elements taking more inspiration from industrial elements, some of which we got to visit recently. We took a tour of the Coke plant not too long ago. And so those inspirations manifest as building materials in a very simple, this is a diagram obviously, but translated into some building materials which are present in the facades of the building, where metal takes on that industrial character and brick takes on the more geological texture of the mountain on our primary facades. Back to a 3D diagram here, you'll recall that programmatically we start kind of on the far end of the building with athletics, which this group of folks have talked about many times. If you'll recall our conversations about gym and gym capacity and spectator seating and all sorts of things going on inside the gym, we are so excited to have a plan for that and be rooting on Eagles in this space, and excited for the gym, the locker rooms, coaches' offices, and press box program that features in that wing of the building. You also recall that the slightly less large volume adjacent to the right is where we house the auditorium, the stage, the band room, and the media and studio arts. The theater itself is a two-story volume with off to the right above the kitchen in this diagram. Up on the second floor are the studio and media arts programs. And then again, at the anchor of the building, the center, at the fulcrum, the elbow, however you'd like to call it, we've got this kind of main feature space that is dining and lobby and main entrance to the building. Drew and others may get into some of the exciting things we'd like to feature in that very prominent space, including artwork from Johnny, who's in-house today. And then off to the right of the page are our typical academic spaces, as well as our CTE labs. You can see a diagrammatic representation of a typical classroom. All of its, we've got 3 levels of the building over there, with classrooms on level 3, science labs and some CTE spaces on level 2, and then the main hands-on CTE lab spaces on level 1 of the building. So it's a purposefully quick overview of where we find ourselves right now, and just a reminder of the design. Drew's going to talk in a little bit more detail on the CTE projects and collaborations with students that we're very, very excited about. So thanks for your time, Drew. I will pass it to you.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
All right. I'm going to walk through some of the cool overlap we have with the CTE program at your school, and working with Miss Kayla Cantrell and Mr. Tim Bain and Miss Karen Taylor and others. Always thinking about the coal and the rock face in mind when we're looking at the work. But we wanted to come to your school a couple times, talk with the teachers and students, and
Drew.
Really engage in some cool ways with them to come up with what we have as kind of 4 projects that we're looking at to take place during construction. So we've separated into during construction and then post-construction. So I'll talk about the during construction ones first. We're looking at the brick sculptural wall, and this is Mr. Hagerman's work. And just to orient you, it's right there at the entrance to the building. and it's this wall right here. So just to show you a little preview of what that might look like, Mr. Hagerman's been working on this Eagle artwork, Go Eagles, and how that might incorporate into that brick wall on the interior. We also have potential coal seam on the other side for some graphics at the entrance. And then the next one is the lobby screen wall. That is in a similar area, and it kind of separates the lobby from the dining. And that project is pretty sweet. We're working on some steel work with the structural engineer, and then the students are going to work together a screen element on both sides of that structure. That's a perforated screen that comes up with some mountain scene and lit in the background. So just some views of what that might be like as a finished product. And then the next part that the students have some experience with is some letter graphics and logo graphics. So this is on the exterior of the building, and we're highlighting 3 spots where that could be. And these are just placeholders right now. One at the bus canopy entrance here, placeholder for some text or logo. One at the main entry, both potentially on the canopy here and also on the metal wall. And then one as you're in the main stadium field, looking back up at the press box, some lettering up there. And then Ms. Cantrell and her students have been so kind to take some drone footage so far, and they plan to do that throughout construction, which will be really exciting to see the process. Planning on taking it from a very similar place every time and showcasing how the building goes up on your beautiful mountaintop. And then the last thing I'll share here is post-construction items, and we are continuing to work with both the teachers and students on these. I've highlighted the first 4 here as ones that we're really looking into right now. I think 5 through 10 we can look in as we go and see where they land. But there's some cool historical pieces with this stadium entrance wall where the ticket booth is. There's some good ideas with wood walls at intersections where the students could build the wood wall and potentially get kind of tree species from the different sites, the different school sites, to kind of bring them together in these intersections. Lobby chandelier has been talked about, and then there's some other cool ideas with the site where due to budget restrictions, we've had some things with the trees. Well, we can't get the full tree package, but then working with agriculture and working on the site during construction potentially can get some seedlings going and really outfit the trees and shrubs in the site. And also maybe looking at some benches and raised planters. From that point, we get into other items that we will hopefully start to work with the CTE on throughout construction. And then another thing to say is throughout construction, Branch is also hoping to work with some of the students in the construction process. So I will pass it back off to everyone else, but it's great to be done with construction documents, and we're super excited to get going on the main building.
Thank you, Drew. Any questions for us? Okay. Thank you all.
So Mr. Hagerman, you're next, and I understand we've got part out here and part in closed session.
Thank you, Board, Ms. Fletcher, for the invitation. I'm Johnny Hagerman, and we're going to go back memory lane to 1987. It was probably the last school board meeting that I was at, so it's been a while. I was employed with the school system, well, since '80, so I was there 7 years, and I was the art instructor Garden High School, Whitewood High School, Whitewood Elementary, and portions of Garden Elementary. And this thing came into my life, the world of brick sculpting. And it was introduced to me by the architect that was building, at the time, the new Whitewood High School. And I was just so amazed with what the possibilities that you can do with brick. So I started working on some projects just locally, and an opportunity came up by way of General Shell Brick to do a piece in Nashville, Tennessee at the Opryland Hotel. And it all kind of went quickly through that summer. And I didn't know if I was going to get that project, but lo and behold, I did. Then I got to thinking, how am I going to do this? And so Mr. Paul Hatfield, and I found this, a copy of a sabbatical. Obviously, someone else helped me on this because I didn't know what a sabbatical was. 4 months, and this was in school had just started, so I requested a leave of absence from September through January for this huge undertaking, and then I want you to keep in mind, by the school board and Mr. Paul Hatfield saying yes, and that all the projects that I've done since then up until now, that a lot of elementary schools, some college entranceways, a lot of entranceways to housing developments, banks, and just a myriad of just projects. And I got to thinking about this just a couple of weeks ago by Mr. Hatfield saying, in the school board saying, yes, take this 4 months off, but make us proud. That how many eyes that I had the opportunity to show my work to students from kindergarten through college. And I guess the reason that I'm saying that I would love to come back one more time and work on this project at South Gap. And it's obviously I've aged a little bit since then. So I'm thinking this just may be the very last tall scaffolding that I'm on. And then if you folks grant me permission to do this, I want to step off that scaffold with no remorse or feel that I've done what I've put here on earth to do. So here's my drawing that's on the easel, and we went through a series of ideas. One of the main things and the architects pointed this out to me, that you got to include mountains. So there's ridges that represent 4 branches, 4 trees, and smack dab in the middle, the eagle has landed. And the dimensions on that piece is 8 foot 8 inches from left to right, 20 feet in height, and approximately 8 to 10 inches in depth. On these handouts, that it'll show you quite a bit of detail. What it doesn't show you how much it projects out, but that it does. My style of artwork is realism, and if you notice there on the left and on the bottom, which is approximately from the floor 10 feet up, is just a negative area. But what I want to do with that is put in a leaf pattern, highly detailed, similar to this, except about 50,000 more in addition to these two. So I'm thinking the feel that what I want to convey on this is that it's a lot of detail that you feel that you're actually in that area when you're standing there, that you're in the tops of the trees. And such a nice place. This is located in the elbow that Drew was talking about earlier, in the lobby, just to the left of the lobby. And there's a stairwell that runs parallel with this. And what really intrigues me about this, as you're moving up the steps, that your eye level is changing. And I love this piece. And be very thankful if I get the opportunity to work with you guys and gals. Thank you all.
It's beautiful. Thank you. So next is Miss Haley Ratliff. Is she present? Mr. Ward, can you check out in the hall, make sure there's nobody out there? I don't think she's here, but I just want to double check.
She the pre-K lady from Twin Valley?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had 2 or 3 that canceled out today. They'd asked. Sometimes people get locked out there.
I know they changed the drop-off where the pre-K kids were being dropped, or the Head Start kids are being dropped off. There's been some people talking about it. I didn't
Nobody's
know
out there.
if she was the one.
I'm
Somebody
sorry.
said they may come tonight.
Okay, next is closed session. Do we have anything to go in closed session for?
Yes, personnel and legal.
Personnel and legal. Okay, do I have a motion?
I make a motion going to closed session.
Do I have a second?
No second.
Any discussion? Ray, you're up first tonight.
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay, we'll go in closed session.
Welcome to the Southern Gap High School groundbreaking ceremony. As most of you know, my name is Sherry Fletcher, and today I am greatly honored to serve as your MC. I would like to thank all of you for attending today. And the first thing today, I will provide a little background information for those of you that may not be familiar with our journey. In response to the April 1977 flood in the Lavasa Fort Basin and the millions of dollars in damage and losses from this flood, the Energy and Water Development Appropriations Act of 1981 and the subsequent legislation provided authorization for the development of flood protection measures for the Lavasa and Tug Forks of the Big Sandy River Basin. Section 202 of that legislation directed the Secretary of the Army, acting through the Chief of Engineers, to design and construct flood risk management measures in those affected areas by a 1977 flood. Non-structural flood control measures implemented would prevent further losses from occurring, either from a flood equal in magnitude to the April 1977 flood, or the 1% annual flood, also known as the 100-year flood, whichever is greater. In 2019, the Buchanan County Non-Structural Flood Damage Reduction Project received supplemental appropriations to complete flood risk management measures pursuant to the Disaster Relief Act of 2019. This supplemental appropriation authorized the government to complete implementation of the project at full federal expense. The Corps and the sponsor amended the project cooperation agreement on October the 27th, 2020 to reflect the implementation of the project at all federal expense, the flood risk mitigation measures pursuant to the study authorization, Energy and Water Development Appropriation of 1981. A detailed evaluation confirmed the feasibility of a ring wall to protect the tech center, but revealed substantial technical issues regarding feasibility of a ring wall to protect Hurley High School. The recommendations for Hurley High School has thereby been modified from ring wall to floodplain acquisition. In January 2021, the Buchanan County Board of Education voluntarily proposed an alternative plan to consolidate the Tech Center and Hurley High School into a shared replacement facility on a new relocation site at Southern Gap. This site would be also utilized to consolidate up to 2 other county high schools. Corps' review of the site determined it meets and or exceeds the criteria to meet the 202 program. Given cost savings for the high school and reduction of operational risk and uncertainties associated with the Tech Center ring wall, it was determined relocation of the function of Tech Center and Hurley High School to the Southern Gap site is in the best interest of the federal government and meets 202 program intent. I would like to start by recognizing our distinguished guests and speakers. We have Colonel Jason Putman, Commander of the Huntington District of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Mrs. Catherine Carver, Chief Real Estate Division of Great Lakes and Ohio River Division, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Shane Klin, representative from Senior Mark Warner's office. Laura Bevins, representative from Senior Kane's office. Cody Munpower, Deputy District Director from Congressman Morgan Griffith. Tyler Lester, representative from State Senator Todd Pillen's office. And Tom Lester, representative from the Virginia House of Delegates, Will Moorfield. Our speakers for today will be Colonel Jason Putman, Shane Klin, Tyler Lester, Curtis Ellswick, Craig Stiltner, and Angie McClanahan. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize members of Buchanan County constitutional offices, and we have Alan Boyd here, our sheriff, Nikki Stiltner, Deb Schiller. Members of our Buchanan County Board of Supervisors, Craig Stiltner, Roger Wright, and David Clark. Members of the County IDA Board, Alicia Oakwin, Matt Hill, I'm not for sure who all is here, Tim Oakwin, and members of the Buchanan County School Board. I also want to thank some special people today, our coaches and teachers from each high school for bringing the vans and helping with the parking. We had students from each high school that was ushers today. Thank you. And our Buchanan County Band. Our principals and central office staff, which has helped so diligently, and I couldn't have made it these past 2 days without my staff. They've worked hard, as well as all of the parents, students, and community members that are here today. So at this time, I would like for you to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and please remain standing for the national anthem and the invocation. We will now be led in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance by our Eagle Scouts, Blake Broyles and Brody Company. Tom.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We will now be led in the singing of the national anthem by the Buchanan County Band.
Dear God, we are glad that you are here. We are glad that you were present at each and every meeting in the past. And we pray and we are grateful that we know that you will be with us in the future. You're God, and you know the past, you're here now, and you're going to lead us into the future. We pray a special blessing upon this school, faculty, the staff, the leaders in our community. But most of all, we pray that out of this school will come students who will be great leaders and wherever you plant them. It's our prayer that every student that graduates from this school and all schools, that they will bloom wherever you plant them. But we pray, God, that you will continue to lead, guide, and direct. And we pray this prayer in the name of your Son, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Our first speaker today is Angie McClanahan, Buchanan County Public Schools School Board Chairperson.
Good evening and welcome everyone. It's an honor and a privilege to stand here today on behalf of my fellow board members in the Buchanan County Public Schools. This has been a long journey, and while I recognize that we still have a journey ahead of us, today's milestone, groundbreaking for construction of the Southern Gap High School, is exciting, and it puts us one step closer to the opening the doors of the vast and invaluable opportunities that we can offer to our youth. We are only here due to the hard work and long hours that consisted of many meetings, collaboration, and negotiations between many. It is that work that often goes unrecognized, but today, with many of those individuals here, agencies and departments being present and represented, I want to say thank you Thank you to each of you for making this school a reality with your diligence and your perseverance. As we all know, this beautiful new facility will open so many doors for academics, sports, vocational trades, arts, and musical opportunities for our children. The ability to host events beyond our district will be an asset to our community as a whole. How proud we will be to be able to hold these events here and show off our beautiful mountains and the southern hospitality of our Buchanan County folks. The Buchanan County Schools mission statement is our children, our future, our responsibility. I truly cannot think of a better representation of that statement than the collaborative efforts for Southern Gap High School. May we never take for granted this blessed opportunity that we have been given that's going to outlive us all for generations to come. Go Eagles.
Our second speaker for today will be Shane Clem from Senator Mark Warner's office.
Thank you, Sherry, and I'll second that. Go Eagles. I look forward to pulling for Southern Gap, except as my friend Tommy Krieger would say, when they play the big R. That's all I have. I'm actually here. Senator Warner asked me to recognize one particular person. It took many people to get to this day. This individual is so responsive to our office. Our multiple inquiries always got back to us in a timely manner. And that individual is retired Colonel Robert Peterson. So I want to read this letter from Senator Warner on your behalf. As the committee gathers today for Buchanan County Public Schools groundbreaking for the Consolidated High School, I'm pleased to extend my appreciation for your diligent work to bring this project to fruition. Civil servants like you are the backbone of our nation, dedicating themselves daily to ensure the American people can rely on their federal government. We are all indebted to you for your efforts as a project manager for the United States Army Corps of Engineers on the Consolidated High School project. If you come up, I want to present something to you. I'm pleased to present you with an American flag that was flown over the United States Capitol. I hope you will display this flag in its official capacity as a reminder of its values it represents and recognition of your commitment to serving our nation. On this important occasion, I'm pleased to join with your family, friends, and colleagues in saluting your accomplishments and wishing you success in all your future endeavors. Sincerely, Mark R. Warner. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
And I'd just like to say I'm truly humbled and honored, and I just want to personally thank the Board of Supervisors, Craig Horn, the school board, Melanie Hibbets, and of course Sherry and Angie for bringing it across the finish line. So yeah, this ceremony and this groundbreaking wouldn't have been possible without all of their hard work. So thank you. Thank you.
Our third speaker for today will be Tyler Lester from Todd Pillen's office.
Well, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of Senator Todd Pillen. As a member of the Senate Finance and Senate Education and Health Committees, one of Senator Pillen's top priorities is providing the resources and opportunities necessary that allow our region's students to thrive and succeed, and working with federal and local partners to ensure that happens across all levels. He extends his thanks to the local leadership here in Buchanan County, our federal legislative delegation, and the Army Corps of Engineers for all the hard work and tough decisions that have had to be made along the way to get to this day. Much like your neighbors across the mountain in Dickinson County when Bridgeview High School was completed, this school here at Southern Gap will be the envy of Southwest Virginia, providing a state-of-the-art facility that our students deserve to learn in, experience, and prepare for their futures. As construction moves forward, Senator Pillen stands ready to assist in any way that he can. And third time's the charm. Go Eagles.
Our fourth speaker will be Colonel Jason Putman, Huntington District Office.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, and family, Thank you for being here, and really appreciate you guys inviting us to share this with you. I'm not sure there's a whole lot I can add to what was said earlier. This really is a special event. You did hear how we got here. Hey, Section 202 unfortunately came out of the 77 flood, maybe a sad event for a lot of the folks who either lived it, heard about it, saw it, felt it. But in some cases, good can come from that. And 202 is special just like this part of the country. I tell my team, they're probably sick of me hearing it, I'm originally from Vermont. That's where I grew up, so this is not unlike where I grew up. Some of the challenges are the same, some of the issues are the same. So it feels a little bit like home. And one of the unique things that we get to do at the core sometimes, it doesn't always work out this way, and sometimes it takes us time to get to that point, but we get to do things that do make a significant impact. Everything from dealing with disasters and seeing people on their worst day ever to events like this, where the event that led us to this may not have been great, but this one is. And as we have talked about, this focus is really about education for the children. And that makes such a difference for them and our communities and our nation down the road. So I don't know that you can do much better than doing something for the education of children. So I really feel privileged to be here. I'm really happy because the colors are the same as my alma mater, West Point, so it makes it easy for me. If it had been blue and gold like Navy, we might have had a problem. But no, congratulations on an achievement. And I will say, please join me in a round of applause for your federal, state, and local elected representatives that worked extremely hard through all of this to make sure that this got done. Their teams on a daily basis. And again, I don't know that I can say go Eagles because I guess I just did, right? But congratulations, good luck. Obviously, we still got some steps to go, but this is where you start. So thank you.
Next speaker will be Curtis Ellswick from Skanska.
I'm not sure who put me after the colonel. Good afternoon, everybody. What a significant day for Buchanan County. Being from here, I know how important this project is. I've been the project manager on this project for several years through planning, design, and now you can see construction. But there's been a lot of people involved and a lot of effort been put forth. And so we want to recognize some of those people today that's really been working behind the scenes. And I'll start with the expanded Skanska team. We have with us Tim Burge, who'll be our on-site inspector for the project. Jeff James, who's not with us today, who's been assisting in the project management responsibilities. And then we also have the team from Branch Builds, who's our design build contractor on the project. We have Mr. Mike Howdyshell here in the group on the stage. Mike is a senior project manager. It's been great to work with on this project. We also have some other representatives of the Branch Builds team scattered around. I can see some of them. Mr. Jason Hoyle, who's president of Branch Builds, is with us today. We have Burton Austin, project executive. Kathy Underwood, who I've known for many, many, many years, back in the back. A graduate of Grundy Senior High School, I believe, Mr. Doug Childress. We have business development, John Gardner. Senior Superintendent, Jimmy Kenyon, with the fancy hat. Travis Cooper, I'm not sure if he's with us today or not. He's not. Joe King, who'll be superintendent for Branch Builds, is here. And then we also have our architects from VMDO Architects out of Charlottesville. They are being represented by Joe Celentano. And they have a slew of consultants and people that have been working on this project. I talk to them almost daily, but I'm going to recognize some of them today. Andres Pancheco, with us today. Brady Scott. Drew Fleming. I don't believe I've seen Kelly, but Kelly Callahan. And Randy Livermore. As well as James Atkins, who cannot be here today. We also have a local firm who's our civil engineer on the project with TerraTech, being represented by President Billy Campbell. I think Billy may be the one that's been involved in this project longer than me. On this team. And one other person in the back I see is Jessica Smeltzer with Envision. She's our furniture consultant. As you can imagine, a lot of planning goes around furniture. And quickly, and I'll be quiet, but there's a few other people I want to say special thanks to that put in tons of hours on this project. That would be Jack Compton, who's a school board member. Angie McClanahan, school board chair. We have Ben Street, legal counsel with Buchanan County Public Schools. And I think my new best friend is Sherry Fletcher, who we talk 3 or 4 times a day for the last year or so. So thank you all very much.
We have next Craig Stiltner representing the Board of Supervisors.
I'm going to tell you a story, Mike. I know you want it out, right? For those of you that don't know, Mike Rife is a diehard Jets fan. And he's sitting back here and he says, Craig, the one thing you missed, he said, we missed a golden opportunity to name that school right. We're thinking, he said, what else is at Southern Gap? I'm sitting here trying to think about what I'm going to say now. I'm not worried about what else is here, And he said, think about it, the Jets. He said, and it goes synonymous with the airport, right? So anyway, but only Mike would be trying to figure out a way to get his New York Jets pushed into Buchanan County, right? We love you, Mike. But look around. I've been involved in Buchanan County for a long time between coaching and politics. I see a lot of friends, and I'm a very emotional guy. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I swear, I look around, I see this thing, and finally, man, I'm telling you, finally see it come to pass. My daughter was in like the 8th grade when this thing first started happening. And Craig Horn, the county administrator, and I, we talked about how our daughters was going to get to play basketball together at a new school and, at Southern Gap, and it just never did happen. And then we start talking about it again. It kind of phases out, and then, it starts getting a little snowball effect. And, finally we're ready to break ground. So I want to thank everybody. Everybody that's had a hand in on this. I know there have been a lot of people mentioned. There's had to be somebody we've missed. Between the Corps and the local and the state and the federal. So let's give these guys a hand one more time. Anybody, if you had a hand in on this, seriously, let's give them a hand to get this thing going. One thing I ask is that, I brought up the thing about coaching. I look back and see Coach Cooper and see several other coaches. Coach Compton back here sitting beside of me, and in coaching, the one thing that really makes a good team is unity. And for a team to click, you got to come together. What makes a community come together, is love. People can say what they want about Buchanan County. I've been around the world. I've been a lot of places, but I'm telling you, I always find my way right back here. I love Buchanan County, and I've said it for years. When it was Grundy High School, you cut me, I bleed blue and gold. If there's another team for Buchanan County playing that Grundy's not playing, you cut me, I bleed red and blue and white. I don't care, I bleed black and purple as long as it's Buchanan County. But today, you cut me, I bleed black and gold. I'm diehard Southern Gap Eagles. I'm all about it, and I want you to bring that pride that you brought from Hurley, that you had at Hurley, that you had at Twin Valley, that we had at Grundy. bring it to Southern Gap, and let's go out and let's kick some butt and take names now, okay? Good thing. Love you guys.
It's a little difficult to follow after all of those. I just want to say some closing remarks to all of you today, that this day is not just about the groundbreaking. It's about building dreams, fostering opportunities, and laying the foundation for a brighter future for our kids. Southern Gap High School will not only be a place of academic excellence, but it will be a place for our kids to be creative, to be innovative, and to explore new passions and talents, and to grow as leaders of tomorrow. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of so many individuals that's made this day possible. Thank you for your commitment to our students. To the teachers and staff, thank you for your unwavering dedication to our students. It inspires us all. To the parents and community members, your support and involvement is invaluable, and we're deeply grateful for the trust that you place in us. So as we look forward to the future, this new school, Southern Gap High School, will be equipped with the state-of-the-art facilities, innovative technology, and flexible learning spaces that can meet all the diverse learning needs of all of our children. But our goal is to nurture not only the academics, but a sense of community. As Craig said, we have to be committed to ensuring that this school will reflect the diversity and to get the communities together, and that so every child will have the opportunity to thrive. So as we break this ground today, let us also break barriers. Let us break the barriers of doubt, of fear, of the limitations that hold our students back. Let us build the bridge that will connect our students to their dreams, their future, and to each other. Together we have that power. We have the power to create an environment where every student will succeed and our community will flourish. This groundbreaking ceremony marks the beginning of a new era in the education for our community, and I am thrilled to see what the future holds. So let us celebrate this milestone, not just for the building that's going to be built on this site, but for the countless lives that's going to be transformed within its walls. Together we're building a legacy. We're building a legacy of hope and opportunity and success for generations to come. Thank you. So now, what we've all been waiting for, I'm going to ask all of our distinguished guests to pick up a shovel, and we'll secure it in the dirt. So, follow us come when the shovels are down here. Want the hard hat too? I forget about the hard hat. I told them I didn't want my hard hat because I guess it's at my hair. And I said I don't look good in hats.
I'm gonna get up, let you.
Okay, on the count of three, we'll toss that dirt. 1, 2, 3.
I'll say third.
I don't. Under construction. Okay, please join us at the Center for Life Refreshment.
Doing different like nails, hair, and learning all of like the great things about it.
I like learning about how important cybersecurity is, like to everything, just like with my video game passwords, like just going to the store, how everything's just out there in a way. Like, this is a very interesting class, and I love how and Popcorn Fridays.
What's your favorite part about pharmacy?
Robin.
Doing impressions on some of my friends that take the same class.
Well, I love doing like anatomy and I don't know. I just like doing anatomy and stuff like that. It was fun.
My favorite part about the class is the fun activities and learning about law enforcement, and can't forget my favorite teacher, Brian.
What's your favorite part about carpentry class?
My favorite part is getting here and building basically anything you want, along with the people that are in here. It's like a supportive environment.
What's your favorite part about your class?
Probably just working on all these cars and being around a couple of my friends.
The drafting class, I like draw stuff and putting it out.
I like cooking because then you get to eat the food afterwards. So that's pretty cool.
My favorite part is the skills and getting to go to the nursing home. I like the more hands-on instead of just having to do bookwork all the time.
About they had greenhouse, I was like, okay, I'll take that. I did it for the love of plants from my great-grandmother who taught me how to take care of her garden and stuff.
I like it a lot because it's what I want to do. I learned a lot more. It's an excellent teacher. Deserves a raise if anybody's watching. Did have made a hell of a raise, but I don't know. I just like the way I learn a lot. You know what I mean? Kept going.
We are 6th grade from Council Elementary School.
We are family!
We are 5th grade at Council Elementary School.
We are family!
We are 4D class, Council Elementary.
We are family!
Elementary School. We are family! We are two away from Council Elementary Middle School. We are family! And we love our school mama!
And your school mama loves you.
We are family.
Go to high school because the academic offers and the friendships I made. Okay.
Hurley High School because the staff members are amazing and the friendships last forever. My favorite memory was when I got to spend my 8th grade year with Hannah.
At Hurley High School, all the teachers are very engaging, all the students are very friendly, all the staff make sure that you have a great day. Everyone, you can make the course of math class engaging, make it very fun and enjoyable. The friendships here will be forever, and you'll never forget it.
I like Hurley High School for the academics and the sports.
My favorite memory of high school is just hanging out with friends.
I love all the amazing staff here that teaches me every day.
My favorite memory at the high school so far is making memories with the softball team.
My favorite memory from high school is beating Tug Valley last year in football. Go Rebels.
My favorite part of Buchanan County High School is how all the teachers work and focus on every single student so hard to make sure everybody's successful in what they do in life.
My favorite part about Twin Valley High School is the family atmosphere and the sense of community.
My favorite thing about Twin Valley High School is the cafeteria staff and all the love and hard work that they put into
preparing the meals, especially during National Breakfast Week.
My favorite thing about Twin Valley High School is all the extracurricular activities. I participate in volleyball, basketball, track, theater, and yearbook.
My favorite thing about Twin Valley is participating in labs and group projects.
My favorite thing about Twin Valley High School is the gym class and all the activities that come along with it.
Hi, my name is Lonnie. I'm in the 4th grade. I love coming to school because my teachers make it fun to learn, and I love all my teachers. All the guidance counselors here are great.
My name is Ella and I'm in the 4th grade. I love all the teachers here because they help us learn, and my school is amazing. Everyone here works hard and is great.
Hi, my name is Gracie and I'm in the 4th grade. I like coming to school to see my teachers and my friends. Everyone in our building is kind and helps us when we need something.
Hello, my name is Grayson Rice. I am a 3rd grade student at Riverview Elementary Middle School. What I like most about our school is that it is fun and exciting place to learn. I like being with my friends. I really like my teachers. They help me learn new things.
My name is Werner Robertson. I am a 3rd grade student at Riverview Elementary Middle School. I love my school. I love it because my teachers are the best. My school makes learning fun for me and my friends. My school also plans fun things for me and my friends to do.
Hi, my name is Joseph McCoy and I'm in the 5th grade at Riverview Elementary Middle School. At Riverview Elementary Middle School, the faculty and staff are supportive and encouraging. They work hard for their students to be successful. You'll also find a friendly atmosphere where students get along and is a safe environment for learning. Riverview Elementary Middle School gives students many opportunities to be involved in activities during and after school. From athletics to academics, after-school programs provide a place where students can succeed outside the classroom. Riverview is home.
Hi, my name is Kate Church. I'm 12 years old and I'm in the 6th grade at Riverview Elementary Middle School. Some reasons why I like my school are that the staff and students are very nice. I have a lot of great friends. I play baseball, football, basketball, and I'm on the academic team, the Lego robotics team, and the robot drone league team.
My name is Virginia Van Dyke. I'm 12 years old and I'm in 6th grade at Riverview Elementary Middle School. I participated in our school's robot drone league and I'm a part of the academics team. And some of the things that I like about school is having all of the teachers here to help you whenever you need it, and having so many different after-school activities to participate in, and being able to just interact with so many different people.
Hi, my name is Tinley Stiltner. I'm in 7th grade. The best thing about Riverview is our people. We have wonderful students, teachers, administration, and support staff.
My name is Carter Deal, and I'm in 7th grade. Riverview is a school that cares deeply about the students' well-being, academic success, and personal growth.
Underwood, I'm an 8th grader here at Riverview, and what I love most about Riverview is the faculty and staff.
My name's Remington Stacy. I'm in 8th grade, and some of the things I like about the school is the teachers. They're all very friendly and they're outgoing. The principals are great, and I really enjoy being able to come hang out with friends and just get through the school day and just have a good time. I've always kind of enjoyed school, but this year it's really been great because all the teachers have been very friendly and all the staff and everybody. It's really a great school kids to come to.
These are the things I like about school: math, art, and library.
I like recess and when we have fun math coloring pages and when we have Christmas and Valentine's Day parties.
My favorite thing about school is coming and seeing my teachers and doing math. What I love about my school is I love learning new things and getting to play outside with my friends, and the teachers always help me when I need help. The thing I like about school is classwork, activities, science projects, recess, and loving on my teacher.
The thing I like about school is having friends, and I like going to PE, and I like hallway reading. My favorite things are library, music class, friends, and my teacher. My favorite things to do at school is to do math and play outside. My favorite thing at school is to play with my friends and to play outside, and I like doing art. About Riverview is we get to play on the playground. My favorite thing about school is math. I like learning new stuff and learning new numbers. My favorite thing about school is seeing my friends.
My name is Olivia Lee. I love Riverview because the teachers are incredibly kind and learning there is a blast. They make learning engaging with fun rhymes and techniques. Riverview's exceptional staff, including teachers, counselors, and principals, make it an outstanding school. Plus, the variety of fun programs available make learning even more enjoyable. That's why Riverview holds a special place in my heart.
I love my school, I love my friends, and this school is great.
One of the things I like about our school is the teachers because they're amazing. I love my school because I get new opportunities every day and I get to learn new things. And I love how my staff members in the morning always say good morning to me and bring a smile to my face.
What I like about my school is the teachers, the staff, how the teachers make learning fun. I like to talk to my friends, play with my friends.
I love my school because I make new friends.
Governor Youngkin and the Virginia Department of Education has endorsed the All in Virginia Tutoring Plan, and they are taking action to ensure students get the academic support they need to recover from learning loss. The All in Virginia Tutoring Plan for Reading and Math is based on data from the SOL Spring 2023. This data indicated throughout Virginia, 1 in 2 students struggle in reading and 2 in 3 students struggle in math. All in Tutoring Virginia Plan will be implemented for grades kindergarten through 8th grade in reading and math before school, during the school day, and after school. Virginia Department of Education has developed a division playbook with program recommendations that is on our division website. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, Sherry Fletcher, Division Superintendent, at 276-935-4551, or your child's school principal. Now our school leaders will explain more about the All in Virginia tutoring program.
Tutoring is proven to be most effective when delivered in high doses 5 days a week and over a set period of time. We are committed to provide daily tutoring for all students in grades 3 through 8 in reading and math, and have incorporated high dosage tutoring within our daily instructional schedule.
We're all in. Tutoring is most effective if offered in small groups of students. With a student-to-teacher ratio of 10 to 1, tutors can customize the teaching to accommodate each individual student's needs and skills students need to practice.
Tutors will use the learning acceleration approach, where they connect gaps in learning to grade level standards.
We're all in.
Tailoring the content to the student's grade level ensures they receive appropriate support while fostering academic growth.
We're all in.
All of the tutoring is a high-intensity academic tutoring initiative built upon solid research. It aims to swiftly uplift our at-risk students to grade level, ensuring enhanced student engagement and improved grades across all classes.
We believe that by establishing and facilitating strong, positive relationships between tutors and students, we can increase student achievement and build confidence in the classroom.
We're all in.
Utilizing already established digital progress monitoring will allow for personalized tutoring tailored to students' needs without additional extensive planning. This modality of progress monitoring will allow students to progress at their own pace, creating beneficial learning experiences for all students.
We're all in.
We must all work together to ensure students are engaged in school each day. Attendance matters.
With the additional resources provided by Governor Youngkin, along with our dedicated staff and the support from our community and parents, we can ensure our students demonstrate academic growth and success. We are all in.
All our fabulous students.
Preston Hibbett's one of the best teachers ever.
Everybody's just been so welcoming to me, teachers and students.
All the people here. I think the sports.
People.
Proud of the teachers. They're pretty cool. Pretty chill.
Room 101. I have good food.
Lonnie Webb.
Mark Cooper.
The teachers.
Friends.
It's where kids come first.
All the people and the teachers make everything great here.
Probably the students.
In my opinion, our wonderful staff and administrators make Grundy great. Specifically, Lonnie Webb, Keegan Bartley, Scotty Bostick, Megan Wolford, and most importantly, Mark Cooper.
Hello folks, my name is Steve Cole. I'm the auto body instructor here, or everybody calls me the old dude for some odd reason, must be the gray beard or whatever. We teach everything in auto body from little bitty dings to great big keeled. Okay, we got a Mustang here, it's ready to paint. Hopefully we can get together and have some paint on it before long. We also do some custom painting, and call your attention up here to our panels and plaques and things that we've done. We've done some airbrushing and pinstriping, things like that, just sort of to break it up a little bit. And no shop is complete without, of course, we've got Spider-Man over here, and we got Wile E. Coyote, which is just about hidden. Excuse me. You also have to have Bugs Bunny. Now that's vitally important, and that's some of the things we've done here in the shop. And over here is our tool room. We have just about, and it's a mess right now, we've not organized very well with everything that's going on. We have just about every tool that you could imagine to do this type of work with. We actually do teach welding in here also. This is our welding station. We have our welders, cutters, everything that we need, because, you know, a car's wrecked and we have to, you know, cut out sections. You have to know how to weld to put them back together. So that's a big plus. And like I said, we do all the different stages of welding too. Over here, we have our frame rack. No matter how bad a car is tore up, if it's worth fixing, we can stretch it back out and make it right and make it look like it just was never wrecked. And over this way, we've got a band here that some of the students have painted. And like I said, we cover everything from the basic little dents to all the way complete finished paint jobs. And I'll take you in the paint booth next. We have a full setup down drive paint booth with bake cycle. We can put a finish on a car just like you get from the factory. This does really good. It's well heated, it's safe. Plenty of airflow, and of course we have all of our safety equipment and everything when we're painting. And we do all kinds of different paint work. We do just basic paint jobs, we'll do custom painting, and that's really the fun stuff. So we'll go on out this way. And we also have been known to paint walls and things like this. Some of my students did this in their locker room. And just all kinds of stuff. We generally have a big time. That's the nickel tour. Come on back when you can and come on in. I'll show you how to do some body work, paint some cars, and hopefully we'll have some fun as we learn. Thank you now.
Hi, my name is Rick Jackson. I'm the carpentry instructor here at Buchanan County Technology and Career Center. This is one of the projects that we have worked on here in the class. We've got a little tiny house out here that we're building, so you can take this class. You can learn to read the prints. You can, just learn to use the tools, the safety of it. Be glad to have you in the class.
Center. And the CNA program is 2 semesters, so it's a full year program. You can take it once you are 16 years old. So it's mainly for juniors and seniors, but if you're 16 in your 10th grade year, you are eligible for the program. The thing about being a nurse aide is, besides being able to work part-time while you're in high school, you can also see if the medical field is right fit for you before you invest too much time, and also you build up the career ladder. You can become after you get your CNA license, an LPN, a RN, physical therapy assistant, occupational therapy assistant. There's different careers in the medical field that you will use your CNA skills. At the Career Center here with the CNA program, the first semester we do a lot of medical terminology, so it helps you further on if you're going into any medical career. You also will do clinicals at our local nursing home, so you'll get to go and do activities of daily living with the residents and get to meet and greet with them and do your skills. Or the Career Center, they will pay for your boards if you have at least an 80 percentile. And you have to have an 80 percentile in order to be board eligible. But they will pay for your boards. There's 2 sections, a written exam and a skills competency. And they will pay for it, and we will provide you transportation as a group to go take your state boards. And you can become licensed while you're still in high school. And you're guaranteed to get a job somewhere. There is such a shortage of health professionals right now. They make really good money, especially for a young adult that's maybe wanting to have a job, like I said, part-time while they're going on through school or going on to college. What I like about it is you get so much patient interaction as a nurse aide, and we get to work with our mannequins. We have vital sign equipment that we use to do vital signs with. We do range of motion, therapy skills, assisting to walk them. So it's a really good program, and I would love to have anyone that's interested. They can contact me here at the Career Center or email me.
This class is going to get you ready for anything that you would want to do in cosmetology or barbering or nails or aesthetics. We do all of that. Everything in our textbook that we study every day, you can go to the salon, whatever you go to the salon and purchase, that's what we do. So after you come to the class for 2 full years, you're eligible to take boards. So what is boards? Well, we have to have a license to do hair. We have to have a license to do anything that we do. You may want a cosmetology license, which certifies you to do everything. You may want just a nail tech license that you can only do nails. You can get just a braiding license. You can get a license just to do waxing, any type of waxing. Whatever license that you choose that you would like to do, you could specialize. But with a cosmetology license, you specialize in all of it. So after you take the 2-year program, I get you ready for your state boards. And once you take your state boards, you're certified to do, and of course you have to pass, and you were certified to do everything. It certifies you to do the nails, the skincare, aesthetics. It certifies you to do the waxing. It certifies you to do everything that there is to do in cosmetology. I have a 100% pass rate every year. And the students, they took their boards. They all took their boards. Everybody that went to boards passed. We had a 100% pass. But this year, I was exceptionally proud of the children because of the fact that we went through this pandemic and we didn't know how they were going to do. But they came back in. We worked all summer long. We didn't get to go to boards until August. So once we got to boards, they took their written. They made 100%. They took their practical. They made 100%. So I'm very proud of the students. We do a lot of activities here in the classroom. We do a lot of hands-on, All of our hands-on that we do get you ready for the workplace. Also, we have a student organization. What we do is we compete with all the other schools in the 9th district. So this past year, we competed in March before we got pulled out of school because of COVID, and we had students that all placed first place in district contests, and then I had one to place second. Last year we went to nationals, and I had a student that competed in nails, and she finished 4th in the nation. Since I've been working here at the Career Center, I have students who have competed in the Skills USA in the state level. My students have won 20 gold medals. Also, I had 19 silver medals in the state, and then I had 7 bronze medals in the state of Virginia. So my kids do something right. If you want to learn and you really want to know how to work in this field and you want to make lots of money, you can, because that's what we do. I get you ready to go to work. These are all my pens, and I wear these pens very proudly. And my students won these pens. I didn't win them, but they worked really hard to be able to compete and go to state and win.
My name's Howard Fuller. I teach cybersecurity. You'll learn how to hack basically it's for hacking. For another known, there's 2 types of hackers. There's a white hat hacker and black hat hacker. The white hat hacker is what I teach. You're going to learn how to crack passwords, learn how to use different operating systems. That is used for pen testing, testing different operating systems. You can run baselines on networks. Just a variety of different techniques. Some techniques don't even require a computer, such as social engineering. And we'll visit all these different types of techniques that will entail your start into cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is one of the largest growing fields that's available today for students, and there's a lot of money involved in it. And about every industry you look at will require some type of security work in.
Hi, I'm Stacy Griffey, a registered dental hygienist and the dental assisting instructor here at the Buchanan County Career and Technology Center. This course is a 2-semester course for 9th through 12th graders that will prepare you to work as a dental assistant. As you can see, we have state-of-the-art dental operatories where you will learn to assist a dentist with dental procedures such as fillings, crowns, and routine dental cleanings. You will also learn to take dental impressions, dental x-rays, and manage the front area of a dental practice. The national average salary of a dental assistant is $40,000 a year. So come enroll now and get your career started in the dental field with us.
Okay, my name is Mr. Sturgeon. I'd like to welcome you to the horticulture and greenhouse plant management class here at the vocational school. What we do out here, we take plants and learn how to maintain them. We start off with fully mature plants, do cuttings, show you what part will grow, get them to grow. So you can see around the greenhouse here. And then at the end of the season, we sell to the public at a discount rate to try to cover our expenses. So if you're interested in learning about plants and how to maintain them and grow them, be sure to check us out here at the Buchanan County Technology Career Center.
This is the practical nursing classroom, and our program is a 2-year program.
The cool thing about our program is that high school seniors can start this program and then they could finish the second year of the program as an adult. When we complete the program, you have the opportunity to apply for Southwest Community College, and if you get accepted into their nursing program there, you could do the bridge program and have an RN degree in 1 year. So you can take 2 more semesters through Southwest, and well, actually it's 3 semesters. You do a summer conversion class that's a few weeks, and then it ends up being 3 semesters. But in 3 semesters, you can complete your RN degree with Southwest Community College by doing their bridge program. But our program is all-inclusive. You don't have to have any extra college classes. You take everything that you need here at this school for this program. And for high school seniors, the program is free. You don't have to have any cost, and it's taught at a college level that you're not having to pay for. So that's another big plus for our program. We have excellent board pass rates. We have really successful students that complete this program, and they are ready to go work in the medical field as a nurse when they graduate.
Hello, my name is Robin Ratliff, and I teach the Pharmacy Technician program here at the Buchanan County Career Center. The Pharmacy Technician program is a 1-year program. It is open to Buchanan County students. It is preferred that you take this class as a senior because at the end of your senior year, you take a board exam. After you pass that board exam, you can go to work as a certified pharmacy technician in all 50 states. This class is also very helpful for anyone that is deciding to go into any type of medical field. And if you have any questions, contact me, the Technology Center, or your guidance counselor. Thank you.
Welcome to the Southern Gap High School groundbreaking ceremony. As most of you know, my name is Sherry Fletcher, and today I am greatly honored to serve as your MC. I would like to thank all of you for attending today. And the first thing today, I will provide a little background information for those of you that may not be familiar with our journey. In response to the April 1977 flood in the Leviathan Fort Basin and the millions of dollars in damage and losses from this flood, the Energy and Water Development Appropriations Act of 1981 and the subsequent legislation provided authorization for the development of flood protection measures for the Leviathan and Tug Forks of the Big Sandy River Basin. Section 202 of that legislation directed the Secretary of the Army, acting through the Chief of Engineers, to design and construct flood risk management measures in those affected areas by 1977 flood. Non-structural flood control measures implemented would prevent further losses from occurring either from a flood equal in magnitude to the April 1977 flood or the 1% annual flood, also known as the 100-year flood, whichever is greater. In 2019, the Buchanan County Non-Structural Flood Damage Reduction Project received supplemental appropriations to complete flood risk management measures pursuant to the Disaster Relief Act of 2019. This supplemental appropriation authorized the government to complete implementation of the project at full federal expense. The Corps and the sponsor amended the project cooperation agreement on October the 27th, 2020 to reflect the implementation of the project at all federal expense, the flood risk mitigation measures pursuant to the study authorization, Energy and Water Development Appropriation of 1981, A detailed evaluation confirmed the feasibility of a ring wall to protect the tech center, but revealed substantial technical issues regarding feasibility of a ring wall to protect Hurley High School. The recommendations for Hurley High School has thereby been modified from ring wall to floodplain acquisition. In January 2021, the Buchanan County Board of Education voluntarily proposed an alternative plan to consolidate the Tech Center and Hurley High School into a shared replacement facility on a new relocation site at Southern Gap. This site would be also utilized to consolidate up to 2 other county high schools. CORE's review of the site determined it meets and or exceeds the criteria to meet the 202 program. Given cost savings for the high school and reduction of operational risk and uncertainties associated with the Tech Center ring wall, it was determined.
Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. We need to certify.
Motion certified. Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Anything we want to bring up from that?
We need to add on the substitute volunteer and coaches, Jory Wright. He has his bus license. He was,
When you say it again, sure, I didn't hear you.
add on the substitute volunteers and coaches.
Okay.
We need to add Jory Wright.
To,
Section's that?
For what?
707. 707?
Bus driver.
Yeah, for
okay,
bus
that's a good thing.
So can we remember that when we get there?
Yeah, I have it written on mine, Mr. Thornberry.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, 5:01 minutes of August the 13th. Everybody had a chance to look over those and approve. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yep.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. 6:01 approval of discussion approval of payables.
I'll make a motion, pay the bills.
6:01 to 6:13. Anybody wants to second?
Sure, I'll second it.
Any discussion? Ms. Tester, we got money to pay our bills. Okay. Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
No, with the exception of Popper. Yes, with the exception of Popper. About ready to say no for all of them, to be honest with you.
And I'm a yes.
I'll remember that next time.
Almost.
You almost got it. 701 enrollment update, Miss Fletcher.
Enrollment update is, oh my, I'm behind a little bit here too. 2332. I know I had given you all a larger number, but I had included pre-K in the numbers I had given you a few days ago, but 2332.
Up or down?
We're down, we were 2340 in May, but I'm not, yeah, that included pre-K. That threw me off on my numbers when I give them because I included pre-K, and these numbers don't include pre-K.
Okay.
Resignation, 702.
I had 7 resignations.
Make a motion to accept the resignation.
Second. Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Bus garage vehicle transmission, ratify this.
Yeah, you all have.
We've already voted on it.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta technically vote on it.
Yeah.
Motion. I'll second it.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Train blower motor for our Riverview Elementary.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Policy updates. There's BDD, no more than 3 times a year for electronic participation in school board meetings from remote locations. BDDL, GC, IAA, JEC, and JO. JO is student records, JEC, school administration, IAA is SOL's accreditation, graduation notification of learning objectives, and professional staff is a GC, teacher license, local license, following regulations. Make a motion, anybody?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Backpack blessings.
That's where they bring food, and give schools. We always.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Substitutes, volunteers, coaches, and ratify substitutes and coaches, and add Jory Rife as approval for bus license.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. The Skanska and Branch Builds Foundation Systems Engineering invoices.
I make a motion, we accept them.
Do we have a second? Do we have a
Second.
second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
No.
And I'm a yes.
Since we're on that, I'm gonna make a motion for the change order on the two,
Change order 2 and change order 3.
Yes.
Say it
And
again, Jack.
The change orders that, for 2 and 3.
That Sanska's presented.
For Shanska's, which is a zero,
Cost.
cost. Second.
Any further discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
No.
I'm a yes. The SOL accreditation, federal accountability.
Karen, you've got a small presentation.
There's
Our DDOT testing coordinator.
I just shared with you some data on our elementary schools and our high schools from 2023 to 2024. And if you notice by your graphs, we are on a trajectory upward in all areas except science seems to be our weak link in our elementary schools, and science and math in a few of our high schools. So, but from 23 to 24, we look like we're on the right pathway.
What was the major difference at Hurley Science?
Early science,
They went from 70% to 40%.
yeah, I'd say a change in teaching and looking at different ways with the testing, because that's your 5th grade test. That's the only test they have in your elementary schools. So that 5th grade is crucial, and it builds on your 3rd and 4th grade. So they've made some changes with that to make it more vertically aligned, so that they're getting all the content in 3rd grade, 4th grade, and now in the 5th grade.
And have we made any changes to try to get a better result for next year?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We have.
Okay.
But I also shared with you our state ranking. We've moved up 15 places from where we were last year.
Where was we last year? Second from the bottom, third, what?
We were, I had to look at the number. And I apologize, we were 72
this year.
72 this year, 87,
So we moved up how many spots?
15.
Okay.
And we ranked, going upward, but that's the way we want to be. We want to keep it, continuing to improve with the things that we've got in place and continue to grow. Our high school, we're working with our science departments there because we have a lot of change over there, and in our math. That's going to be another weak link that I'm looking at too.
How was math?
Math, it was good at two of our schools, high schools. You had council, was fully accredited. Hurley High School, Twin Valleys math was not good. It went down quite a bit, so we've made some changes there too. So thank you all.
Thank you. Next is our crisis management plans.
Y'all have
Yeah,
those
we've got them.
uploaded.
Yeah.
Is this what the administration's submitting to be approved?
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to adopt what's being presented by the administration.
Second.
Any further discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. What is Emergent 3?
That's their safety program. Jeremy was gonna kinda give you a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
of information out where we've had, you know, with the.
Well, I think it's good with the public to know what we've got in
Yes.
place, and we've had this in place, and we're doing good with it,
It
keeping
is,
our
so-
people safe.
So the last couple of years, we had used an app, Panic Button. After utilizing for those couple of years, I felt like it wasn't very user-friendly for our employees and the responders, so I started digging around and found this Emergent 3 safety app. What is a safety alert app? We're used to send out mass alert in the event of emergency. You know, it could be an intruder in the building, a fire, a natural disaster, anything of that nature. There's many different apps out there that's available, used by schools, hospitals, many different organizations already. Why do we use the app? Safety. You know, it's our primary concern for emergencies, but also the safety of our students, our faculty and staff, any visitors we may have in the building at any time. And the top priority is to allow us to alert that of a safety issue in real time, not 30 minutes after the fact. If something happens, we can send this mass alert out quickly. It allows for quicker alerts and quicker response time for our employees, also for our responders. This thing goes out very, very quickly. We've been doing our drills the last couple of weeks, and it's working fairly well so far. So the one we've using is Emergent 3 app, or E3 safety app. It's fully customizable to our protocols and procedures. At any time, we can update and change the app as our needs change. So in a couple of years, when the new school opens, you know, it'll be added to the app, or other schools will be taken off and it'll be customized. If we change protocols, we can change it on there. The design is meant to be user-friendly for employees and first responders. We put stuff in that we want in it. So whatever our protocol is, our buttons we want, they do what we want. It's not a preset thing like the panic button was. So on the devices, they can have it on their phones, their computers, and their tablets. So, you know, with our phone policy now, they can have it up on their desktop or their laptop. If the alert goes out, they can respond on the computer. They don't have to have their phone out to get this alert. So it is very user-friendly, and it is not limited to one device. So they can have it across multiple devices in their classroom. And it also is an option, even if they're not at work that day, they get it, they can mark safe off-site. So it's going to allow us to be able to know who's there, who's not there, who's safe and unsafe. And I can, after the meeting, show you more of a detailed demonstration if you'd like to see it. But this is one that we've adopted, and from a cost standpoint, very better for us
And it's
than
working
the
good.
than the previous app, yes.
Yeah, working good.
They've done drills at the schools.
So,
Okay.
Most schools have completed their drills, haven't they?
yes.
You've got them.
We got a couple more still to finish, and we'll finish them up first of
That's
next week.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have volleyball net for Hurley.
Yes, that's Hurley Elementary, but it's for high school, your volleyball games, isn't it? They need a net.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Hurley High homecoming early dismissal.
Can we just
All
not
three
deal
of
with
them. Do all
all
three?
four of
Okay.
them?
Approve all three of those.
Don't you want to put, is this where we need to put council's,
Early
early
dismissal.
dismissal also?
Isn't that
Well, that's one RAM.
17-7?
That's 716.
Well, let's get them all.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve all the early dismissals, the ones at Hurley High, Grundy High, Twin Valley High that have been submitted to council, and for RAM to be able to use the facility on the October the 11th.
Do we have a
And
second?
the RAM will be for all schools that day.
Yes.
All day.
I would like
Yeah.
to have professional development
Okay,
that day, when all
okay.
schools be out.
Okay.
Is that everything?
That's my motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Ray?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
I'm a yes.
Angie, I'd like to make the motion that we freeze the athletic accounts at the various high schools pending our consolidation coming, and all expenditures be brought to Sherry Fletcher.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any
Well,
discussion?
okay, yeah. So if you freeze their accounts, how they gonna pay their bills?
Sherry,
She just has to approve it.
She just
and
had to
come
pay.
through.
Yeah, but why can't,
Well, I mean, you ain't gonna get nothing anyway from these smaller schools, but I just
Yeah.
wanna,
yeah, council's not included.
Hmm?
I'd say give it another year.
It kind of goes with the BDD, right? This is separate from BDD stuff, right?
that's
This is all
separate.
separate. These are at their athletic funds. They get it audited every year. I'd say give them another year. But yeah, consolidation's probably where you're gonna wind up. I just think it's awful early.
Well, I mean, I
A
don't,
year and a half away.
I'm with you, but
Well, we don't,
we
we
got
don't
a
need to go on
first.
any spending spree
Right, we-
and buying new uniforms and new stuff.
yeah, but they all know that.
well, I
we just
understand
wanna
that
remind
too,
them.
but,
Council shouldn't be involved.
Well, I agree. Council shouldn't be involved.
You wanna be?
Do you want
No,
to
we
amend, what do y'all think?
I think you gotta,
I think, you know, with this consolidations going on, you know, I can see where the Black Diamond District has money, and either they dispense it out to these schools, or they're gonna end up giving it to the Southwest District, because they're not gonna let us come in for free.
Does
I
this
misspoke
board
when I
have
said
control
BDD.
of that?
I
Do
misspoke.
what?
I misspoke when I
Okay.
said that. This is completely separate.
Okay,
I misspoke.
okay,
That's what
that's-
I was kind of asking with
Yeah.
Mark. This is just the school funds. BDD, we have nothing to do with that.
So,
We can't tell you how to
Mr.
do it.
Hahn said
Yeah, we
that-
can't tell you how to do that.
Mr. Hahn said that that is totally separate entity.
Yeah,
But
So this is just-
the Black Diamond District Board can do something with it.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
but I still don't understand why Greg and Mark and Chad and them has to send their money over here to pay bills. I mean, I don't understand that.
It's just flushing it through her.
So you're saying this to me, they're gonna go out and spend this money, whatever, 500, whatever you got over there. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
why do I need an athletic director?
Huh? Oh, let me ask you this. If they're in the hole, will she pay the bills?
And she have to, but
It's
I,
supposed
Well,
keep
okay,
them
so
from
where's the
going
money,
in
where's the
mean,
money gonna come
It's
from then?
supposed to keep them from going in the hole and
Well,
reduce spending. To
I
where
mean,
it's
Keep them
only
from
needed
going
to
in the
be.
hole.
I don't wanna be crude, but they're not idiots, okay? They know it's coming. They're people of good character. They're not gonna do anything they're audited every year. Are these funds not audited
Yeah,
every
they're
year?
audited.
Audited
That's
every
my
year.
whole point.
We get a report every year.
Why take their power away from to pay their bills?
Now, it is coming, and if it's,
Yeah, right.
it might be a year off.
But it don't have to be.
Today, for me,
No.
not for me, but that's
Well,
me.
we have a first and we have a second, so.
Okay.
Do you want to amend for council? No? Okay. So, any further discussion? Ray,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Mike,
No.
David,
No.
Brian,
Yes.
Tommy.
No.
I'm a yes. Okay.
Sorry,
So
boys.
that passed.
I don't know what you gain by it.
I don't either.
Tommy, why even have AD if you don't trust him?
It's exactly, I mean,
I don't know what you gain by it.
boys, we got some good people.
Do we have any personnel recommendations for hire?
Yeah, I do.
Do we have the? Yes.
Oh, okay, we'll do that in just a second.
Josh Schrader, behavior interventions in the elementary schools.
Okay, so we have a motion for Josh Schrader for behavioral health interventionist
Yes, that's one,
Yes.
yes,
for
motion.
council.
Well, to be the 2 elementary schools.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
they split.
All right, for whoever you put them.
Yes.
Do we have a second?
I never heard the motion. What was it?
Behavioral health specialist
Oh.
for
For
hiring.
the elementary schools, I'm going to have to make that this week.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Ray,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Mike, it's for
Yes.
Josh Schrader.
Yes, yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Tommy. It's for council.
Yes.
Or wherever Sherry puts them. And I'm a yes.
It comes through Title I federal program, so it's there.
Yeah.
The money's there.
I want to make a motion to accept the deed to the BBF building up at Garden.
I'll second it.
Do we have any further discussion on it? Ray,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Tommy.
Yes.
I'm a yes. Do we have anything else? Set date and time for the next school board meeting?
I've got a motion. Can I make a motion?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a motion that we hire Mark Cooper, principal at Southern Gap, Greg Tester, football coach, Scotty Bostic, athletic director.
Okay.
We got assistant principals.
Assistant principals,
Chad Stevens.
Chad, and Greg Jr.
The ones that's
Tester.
already at their schools.
Jory Rife.
Right.
Jory Rife, boys basketball.
And Tim Bain, vocational principal.
And Tim Bain, the vocational director.
Principal.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion?
Can we get what the list was before we vote?
Mark Cooper, principal, assistant Chad Stevens, Greg Tester, head football Greg Tester, athletic director Scotty Bostic, vocational principal Tim Bain.
For,
Jory Rife, boys basketball coach
for Southern Gap High School.
for Southern Gap High. Okay. Okay.
We had a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Ray,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Tommy,
Yes.
and I'm a yes.
Congratulations, guys.
I'll make a motion to put Brian Looney as the girls basketball coach.
Second.
Brian,
Brian.
Dr. Brian Looney.
But they'll have to do it with no pay.
You have to. He don't need it, he said.
And I'll make that motion with no pay.
I'll make that motion to hire Brian Looney to be the girls basketball coach at Southern Gap High School.
Okay.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, I made the
seconded it?
motion,
Okay.
Tommy seconded.
Any
Yeah.
further discussion? Ray,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Brian,
Abstain.
Tommy,
Yes.
and I'm a yes.
Well, what are we gonna do about the other sports?
We can deal with them. We got an AD.
That's AD and principal's problem.
Exactly.
Did we set a
We
date?
gotta have our date for our next meeting.
What's your doctor's meetings?
Oh, can we do October 8, 9, or 10?
Hold on.
I'm good on the 8th.
Can we do the 8th?
I'm good, AD.
I'm good 8th or 9th, actually.
I'm good.
Do the 8th?
Good.
Okay.
I'm good.
5:30.
We're gonna do the 8th. Is that what we said?
Yep.
5:30 on October the 8th.
I'd like to make a motion. We adjourn.
I'll second it.
Any further, Ben's okay on the 8th also. So, all right, we have a motion.
Bye, Ben.
We're adjourned.
See you, Lewis.